Boom, what you say? We in? But I can't believe I'm starting this one today with flipping Arnold. Not even, he's in here, but he's not here. It's mental.
Mike's on if he needs it though.
Alright, which one? That one there?
Behind the scenes.
They're both on.
Behind the scenes.
So they can't see him, but he's here, kind of. You get what I'm saying?
One's in there, but he's not in there.
He's in there, but he's not in there. Like, to be honest with you, bro, you're actually supposed to be like a friend of the show by now.
Nah, 100%.
You get what I'm saying? See, like, for example, I had the girl who went cunch.
Yeah, I watched that just a couple of days ago.
And I had Skits.
Yeah,
because Skits is the friend of the show. You understand what I'm saying?
Was he a friend of the girl?
Nah, he's a friend of the show.
He's
been enough times.
Reverse psychology means
it does make sense though. It does make sense still.
You understand what I'm saying? So if he's here, no matter who's here, whether I'm chatting to Ross Clark, you know, Frank Bruno, or you understand what I'm saying? If he's here, then he should just be able to just sit down and chat with man and reason or whatever. It's true. But it's all right. It's cool. It's all right. It's all right. I got Ty Logan with me. Well, go on, my brother.
Yeah, my brother.
How are you, my bro?
Yeah, man. I'm smooth, man.
I'm glad that you've come here because you know what? You know what? In fact, let me go back a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad that Arnold hit me and said, "Yo, like, would you want to have a conversation with him?" Do you know how many of those messages I pass up, bro? Not on a disrespectful thing, but I pass up a lot of them because I don't really have. I want to have a desire to have a conversation because then it just makes it better. Do you get what I'm saying?
More organic as well.
Right. And I've seen you out there doing your thing for a little while, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, man, I want to sit down and have a chat with my man.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here, man.
How are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Obviously, Corona slows down a lot of things. It's a hard one, isn't it?
Bro, like, is it even more... It must be even more mad for you. Because, like, see, for me, obviously, like, as a creative as well, yeah? Luckily, we've still been able to do things. We've still been able to be outside 100%. Or whatever, yeah? But a lot of my memories, yeah, are from being outside. Do you get me?
Yeah, of course.
Being outside, yeah? And at a time now where people can't really go outside, and, like, this being the time for you where, like... How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
How old do you think?
Like 21?
Nah, man, I'm older than that. So I'm saying the baby face makes
the baby
people,
face.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, still, anyway, you don't even need to do that, yeah?
Nah, I'm younger than 25.
Okay, all right, say no more. But still, being outside, being a thing, how has it been for you, like, literally having to just pretty much stay in the yard?
It's mad. You see me, I don't stay at home much anyway.
Serious?
Like, in general, I'm never at home. So for this lockdown, it's been a hard one, man. It's been a mad one. Like.
The first lockdown, I feel was a lot easier.
I thought that was worse.
Did you?
I thought that was worse because it's all new to us. You know what I'm saying? It's new to us.
Yeah.
You get me? For me especially, I'm like, yeah, it's 2020. You get me? I'm new. I'm in the game. I'm ready now. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, because of Corona, you can't be on sets. You can't do certain productions. So it kind of slowed down the process a bit. But it's
a question I kind of like to ask a lot of people actually, is like, for you, how different, See, like 2019 was kind of lit for you still, isn't it?
Lit.
And we'll talk about that a bit. But like, how different, was 2020 to what you expected it to be?
Yeah, man. Crazy. Like the expectations I had was like, I wanted to land a proper role in the film. Don't get me wrong, I still done well. Like, I still done well 2020. Like, I landed my first TV role on Sky One, my first ever TV role. So I was happy with that. So I still did progress, but it's like to that full potential. It stifled it, innit? And you know, like, cause obviously it wasn't even just like the going into a new year, It was just the sound of that year, 2020. 2020. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. 2020 is gonna be the. You get me? You know what? I feel like I jinxed it as well. I jinxed it because at the start of 2020, I done a video where I was gassed. I had a bottle of, I think it was a bottle of vodka or something. I done a quick sketch. I was like, yo, 2021, anyone gets in my way, bam. And then someone got in my way, dropped the bottle, it smashed. You know but that was part of the sketch. But what it showed me is that jinxed it because 2020 was a mad year. It was 2020 the best.
Was mad, bro.
So I think I jinxed it, man.
You know, with like ultimately though, like it's mad because we're just living in history, blood. Fam,
looking at the memories,
bro. That's a next thing. Because even when you think about this, see, like with the videos and all the stuff that you're doing or whatnot, there's gonna be a point where you go back, and you look at that period of time, and even like the little comedy sketches that you made about this period of time, you're like documenting it from a joking sort of perspective, And that's part of history, bro.
This is real life, like
Yeah.
literally.
It's fucked.
It all comes from like truth. Most of like majority of my sketches come from a real place.
Yeah,
Even if it's not me, it might have been my close friend or a family member I've seen go through it, and I could just relate to it. And then
Well, you kind of set yourself up now, because you know what? I watched the Valentine's thing where you flipping went in the yard now and you had the candles now and then brother's getting. Well, what happened? The brother was beating out. Who was he beating out?
Basically, what did he do? Basically, he done the Valentine's special where his girlfriend was at work and he said, "Yeah, she's at work. What I'm gonna do is go make a meal for her." Let me sneak. Obviously, he's got the spare key. He goes into her house. You get me? Man prepares the dinner, but while he's preparing, he all hears noises in the other room. But she's meant to be at work. So as he walks into the room now, boom. And that's happened to Bear Man.
Bear Man, brother.
He got the candles ready.
I'm telling you, hey,
Mad.
I'm telling you.
Do you know what? Make it worse. It was his cousin.
It was
In the bedroom. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Waving his
dirty
bread.
socks though.
Dirty socks. He's
Dirty socks, man.
had the dirty socks on the bed.
Big and serious, yeah. Have you ever been banned like that? Like, not like that. But you know when you fought, yeah, you know when you're getting to know someone, yeah, and you think that, like, this is I'm the only one in the room kind of vibe. And then all of a sudden you kind of either do the CBR check.
Listen, it happened to me last year.
Mad, go.
You get me? It's already enough stress as it is.
No,
Lockdown.
let's paint this picture.
Yeah, let me paint the picture. Go on. Let me show you.
So, yeah,
So, sweet one.
mad.
You get me? Chocolate.
From the ends and that, or
From the ends. But she
knew
was
her from
good,
long
though.
time,
I knew
or?
her from long time. I thought she was a good one.
yeah.
And obviously now,
Did you want a slice of it from long time?
I wanted
as
to
well?
slice from it from long time. But I
Mad.
think I was a bit too young. She said, "Oh, you're a bit young," but she got over that.
Yeah,
you get
I
me?
love
'Cause you
that.
get me. You're mature.
Yeah.
She sees the levels. So, bam! I invited her to my party. I had a Pimps and Hoes party.
Mad.
Start of 2020 before the lockdown. I had a Pimps and Hoes fancy
In a club and
dress. In the club, proper. You should have been there, bro.
Yeah, next time,
Cause-
obviously now we've done this.
Make sure 100%.
Numbers and that, boom.
We're in check, we're in tune. So at this party now, I don't know, I was a bit waved. I must have just been. You was at the party, I was mingling.
Yeah, I
and I
hear
think
that.
she got upset. So a few weeks after now, I've met her.
Wait, hold on 1 second. What type of mingling was you doing though? Was you
guy's
was
the
you,
How was I doing?
Was you
He's
pushing
dumbing
the
it
boat
down.
a bit?
Bro,
Be
I'm
honest,
not
you
gonna
pushing
lie.
the boat a bit.
I was mingling, I'm dancing.
Yeah.
Remember, it's your party, so you got a host.
Right.
You get me? If you ever got a party, you got a host. You right? What do you want to drink? You got to cater for everyone. So I think she was upset that she didn't get enough attention.
Right.
She even come to you at one point, yeah, upset.
It was a mad thing.
So what did you go to him and say to him, bro? Like,
Bro,
girls
I
upset
had
and that?
different. Yeah, I don't even know if I can say.
Now you can say it. I was single. That's the worst
I
thing.
want to
man.
get on camera now.
Yeah,
No, I was single. That's the
No,
worst
listen,
thing.
there was couple people coming up to me
Yeah.
and the team like, yo, like couple females.
Because you're liquored up now, innit?
I'm wave now. At this
Yeah.
point, I'm drunk.
I don't know what he's told them. Like, I don't know if he's told them that we're a thing and he's told someone. I
I
don't
never
know
sell
what's-
dreams.
We're gonna get to that. Go on,
We'll
anyway.
get to that, but I never sell dreams. But anyway, cut a long story short, a few weeks later from my party, I must have met up with her. I thought everything was smooth.
Right.
And she was like, nah, Ty, like, it's done. Like, by the way, I've been dealing with 2 other people. I'm thinking, rah, not even
What?
one. Like, she hit me with
2?
the combo. 2. You get me? I'm thinking,
Mad.
rah. She didn't even say 1, my brother. She said 2.
And do you know what the thing
said,
is? The
yeah.
2 came. I think the 2. I'm gonna take an educated guess. The 2 wasn't even because she even wanted to do that.
She didn't
It was
want
more
you.
because I'm pissed off. You've pissed man off,
Done.
or you pissed me off. I'm wiling out.
Wilding out now.
And
She's
see
went
when
mad.
a girl is like, when a girl is scorned, danger, you know.
Don't play with a girl when she's scrawny.
It's bro.
Not
it's
only scrawny.
scrawny,
I'm telling you, brother.
bro. It's danger.
Nah, it's danger, man. It's danger. Do you know what? One of my worst nightmares is. I hope a girl never like scratches. You know when you get the key thing.
Yeah.
Certain man get the brick through the
Yeah,
window. I ain't never had that.
I ain't never had that.
I don't
I ain't
wanna
never
jinx
had
it.
I ain't never had windows getting thrown. I mean,
Windows
clothes getting
Imagine
thrown out
that.
the window and all of that.
Clothes
type of stuff.
getting ripped.
Yeah, nah. I ain't-
long.
But I knew a guy, yeah, who basically what happened now was his girl found his hard drive. Brother, the man had about a terabyte worth of a bunch of stuff.
What stuff did you have on
Bro,
there, man?
firstly, let me be honest with you, yeah. I'm gonna say this, yeah. I'm an older man now still, but I would like my camera game was never I would never knew how to back the camera out. I don't know how
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, certain man are good
back
with it.
Yeah.
We've got angles now. We're looking down and we feel like, oh man.
I want to know at what point, like, what did you say for it to just be the go? Hold on, Callum, have you like in your?
Yes, I have.
Okay. See,
What you say? What
see,
you got your
the
little camera?
Yeah.
The camera, like regular.
Probably more regular than most. Yeah.
Serious,
It's a thing then. I think it is a thing.
bro. It is a thing, but I've never known how to back the camera out in the middle of it.
it's
Do you understand?
I've tried once or twice, but it always goes wrong.
Does
You
it?
get me? Mum, the flash will come. Something
Yeah,
will
yeah,
go,
yeah.
drop the phone. Something will go wrong. She was, what are you doing? She was.
And it makes it
catching me
awkward,
slow.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes it awkward.
But she found the hard drive and whatever, but she never said nothing. She just didn't say a thing, innit?
Yeah, but what is it? Footage of him?
Yeah.
Wait, he done it and then put it
Put
on the hard
Put it on the
drive.
hard drive. Listen, but
But no, it's smart though, because he thought
He
he was
didn't want
one
his
step
phone.
ahead. He
Yeah.
thought, you know what? I'm not gonna leave it on my phone.
Phone.
If I get another phone, it's bait. Let me
Right.
get the hard drive from work.
Exactly. She ain't going through the hard drive. And I have to say, I got to give it to her. The fact that she even thought he's probably ain't got nothing on his phone. He's probably ain't got nothing here, but I know something somewhere. Her intuition was kicking in and it said, that black thing on the side, what's on that?
Something's in there.
Yeah, something's in there. It was a whole hard drive full of a whole bunch of man. Not just him, but him and his brethrens and like, you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
mad nights
10
and
man too, yeah. And
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, she didn't say nothing. She just left the house. And then when he went outside in the morning, the whole car was keyed up, the tires were slashed and everything. And then that's when she said, I went through the hard drive and I saw what was going on.
That's
That-
mad.
What, you couldn't have just told me and we just had a little young conversation
Quick
about it?
one. Nah, man.
Only
that's-
young though, the conversation, if you get caught with that. So,
I don't know who's worse though in that situation. I can't lie to you. She didn't have to do that to his car. But
he
at the
didn't have
same
to do
time,
it.
my man.
He didn't have to do that to her heart.
But when
do it
did
to
he
her.
record those videos though?
yeah, good question.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't
Because
know.
if that was before her, I think that's a major overreaction.
Overreaction,
You're right.
brother.
You're
Can
right.
you imagine if he had that conversation, yeah? And then he tells her it's old news. You get me? Like, imagine if it was old news. Like, babe,
Yeah, I
I've
hear
done
that.
this before we even, like what you said.
But you know what we have to do? We have to now do this. I go back to my girl's yard and I go through her hard drive.
Yeah.
I don't.
What?
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Fuck that.
Yeah, try.
What?
You wanna do
But
that.
watch this though. Watch this.
10 man and my yard.
Absolutely
10
not.
man on my gal.
Are you crazy? Listen,
What
the
would you
whole
do
car's
though?
mash up.
What can you do though?
You can't drive that car again.
Brother, you can't drive that again. It's mad. Nah, it's crazy.
Do you know what I want to do with you? Yeah, let's go back a
crazy.
little bit. Where did you grow up from? Where did you grow up? Northwest, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. What was your like growing up in Northwest? What was your social circle like? What was going on for you as a young buck? Because I know that like you were interested in acting and like writing from quite early on, right?
Yeah. So for me, I feel like from an early stage, I'd say from like primary, I was always getting into trouble and that because I'm just so hyperactive. I'm always getting in trouble. So the only thing I like enjoyed was acting, like drama. That's the only place I didn't get in trouble. So when I'm in the ends now, my social friend. What would you say? My social friends.
Yeah, your friends
my
and that.
friends.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, just people from the ends. I would say just people from the local area, from my state.
Yeah, it's funny actually because I feel I had like a couple of brethren and that just never in school. They just were never. They couldn't concentrate on anything other than it being an active, like some type of activity. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like now I'm starting to question whether, like, obviously I know it's important that we're supposed to learn certain things in school and whatnot, yeah. But sometimes I think like, can we all be built for learning the same way? Because otherwise, if you feel like you can't and you're finding yourself getting into a lot of trouble, then what does that do for the rest of the education? Do you get what I'm saying?
That's true. I was a big distraction. I can't lie. I was a big distraction. But it's like, I feel like I was getting in trouble for stuff that I'm getting rewarded for now.
Right.
If you know what I mean?
Like,
for example, me getting told to always like shut up in class. Now I can get told to speak.
Yeah.
They want me to talk. But that was just me from back then. But they just didn't see me as that back then, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting in trouble for doing what I'm basically doing now.
Did you have an idea of like what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I'd say from an early age, I'd say from like 12, 13, I knew that I wanted to do acting. I don't know how I was gonna get into it, but I knew that's what I wanted to do. And then just being around the area, being in the ends, I realised that's what I'm definitely gonna go for.
Yeah.
And then obviously I saw Arnold, he was doing his thing in the area.
Right.
He's one of the oldest in the ends.
Yeah.
So it's like I could either listen to the older that's gonna tell me how to make quick money, or I can listen to the older that's doing the exact same thing that I enjoy doing. So it's like, what are you gonna take as your motivation?
Mad. And you know something I talk about a lot, bro, is that like sometimes I feel as though, and I don't put a full blame on them, but sometimes I think, right, like elders that I was around probably never made the right effort to steer some of us in the right direction, because everything was always about fast money. And like, so I'm conflicted in it a little bit, because sometimes that's all some people know, innit? Like sometimes that's all some people know. So if you're just around them, they're just gonna just tell you what you're around. But then sometimes you think, right, like as an older, maybe like the better thing is to show man a different way, even though that might not be yours. So as opposed to saying, right, you know what, run this line or do X, Y, and Z for me or whatever. Bro, like if you want to get into the acting thing and that, and what mumsy or family can't afford, like man, you get what I'm saying?
Like there's days where you'd say, come filming, what are you doing? I'm just chilling on the ends, man. But I've come filming, man, let's go. And obviously I'd always leave to go and do filming. So that's from an early age, I did. Would you say that you kind of benefited from having the right elder around you? Like, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, because I had a mixture of elders. But my thing is, even from like the street, going back onto like the ends, for example, if you want to talk about the ends, it's like from an early age, I felt like before I even got outside, I already had family members that was doing things outside. So it's like I already saw my family members doing things before I even got outside to see what people in the street was doing. Right. I already had it in my family, so it's like I feel like I've always been advanced in that sense. When you say doing things, would you mean like on the road? On the road, yeah. So how do you stay away from that? Like how do you break that cycle? Because you could say, I see everyone doing this, and like obviously I realize it's not really the move. But sometimes when you see everyone doing something, it is kind of normalized, isn't it? It's like you just feel like, bro, and everyone's making a little light change in that. I might as well jump in that. But how do you like? Even for me, man, like before I started doing Tyler, I was just working at Tesco, quick job, doing whatever. Might even do whatever on the side, but I was just hustling. And a lot of my friends, they were grinding on the streets, and they're making triple, 10 times the amount of money I was making. But it's like I understood that with me doing that, I don't enjoy it as much as me doing my acting and doing my other stuff, regardless of the money. Like I've done certain things and made good money, but I've never enjoyed it as much as doing my Ty Logan stuff. How did you actually get? Because I know you did some short films and stuff like that. You've done quite a few of them. How did you put yourself in that position to be able to get those type of opportunities? Do you know what? My first short films was really from Arnold again, because obviously he was squeezy doing what he's doing. I'm saying to him, bro, I'm trying to get on this. Like, let me even be in the back of the video. Let me get in there. Do you know what I'm saying? And he just used to bring me in. So from then, that was the first like stepping stones to getting into short films and that. But this was way before, years before any Instagram or Ty Logan stuff. This was just like acting. I swear, is the Instagram thing kind of new-ish for you? Yeah. Because even when I'm scrolling back, and I know it might have even gone back before that, but I was scrolling back, and like your first video is around 2018-ish. And maybe it might have gone back before then. You deleted some stuff, but... No, I didn't delete no stuff. That's mad. Do you know why that's so mad and interesting to me, bro? Because you grown up in an era where that is just the most normal thing to have anyway. So how did you just not even have that? I know, because it's weird. The way I always think to myself is, even though I'm young, I feel like I got an old school mind. Yeah. So it's like when everyone's doing all this Instagram and stuff, I just about had Facebook. I was even scared to jump on the Facebook. And then Facebook's old school, old school, BBM, all of that. I just about had that. And I just thought, I didn't want to be on social media, man. And then when I'm telling everyone I'm an actor, and they're like, oh yeah, you're an actor. Like, what's your Instagram? I'm saying I ain't got Instagram.
Man's got Facebook.
I'm saying, yeah. Like, what? You ain't got
bare
Instagram?
Aunties.
Bare
You know what I mean?
aunties and
Grandmothers and that on
Crazy.
there. Oh my
It's
god,
mad.
they're old school people on there, boy. I'm telling you. Wait, it's just wait. Do young people use Facebook?
I don't even know, you know. I
Do
don't
people
even
use Facebook?
I
The
don't
only
anymore.
time I ever hear about Facebook is from my auntie or like my dad.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they come to me and say, "Oh, did you see that thing I saw on Facebook?" I don't use
Who
Facebook.
uses Facebook?
Who uses that? That is as good as saying Bebo to
Do you know what though? A lot of my geezers use Facebook.
Do they?
Yeah, a lot of my geezers use Facebook. I'll be honest.
When you say geezers, what do you mean?
A lot of my white friends
Oh,
use
is it?
Facebook. Yeah. A lot.
Oh
Yeah, man.
shit.
But nah, to be honest with you, I think social media is definitely a great thing. Like, if I didn't make it, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I'd still obviously be acting, but in terms of progression, from the moment I made Instagram, like my acting career, it went from here to obviously up there.
Right.
No one knew me. You get me? No one knew who I was. You would know who
I
I
wanna.
am.
Oh yeah, I wanna like proper get into a little piece of that still. Before that though, where you're both your parents are Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been back?
Yeah, only once though.
Only once, yeah.
In 2018.
And like you got a family that have kind of come from doing certain musical stuff and bits and pieces, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's this I'm hearing about? Like your granddad.
Yeah, obviously my granddad, he was back in the day, he was a famous singer.
Tee this one up. I want you
There's
to
a
tee this
famous
one up. Tee this one up wickedly,
Listen,
brother. Because I
obviously-
discovered this one. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Tee it up, but give the long.
I'll give the details. So
Yeah,
basically, my granddad, my mum's dad, he's famous. Well, he was a famous reggae singer called Dennis Brown,
Jesus.
Crown Prince of reggae. You get me?
Jesus Christ.
Bob Marley's favorite
Jesus,
singer.
I couldn't believe
So-
it.
See this
Dennis
guy.
I know
Brown.
got up. I said he got
downplaying.
up now.
This guy loves
Brother, no, let me
downplaying
tell you
things.
something.
Nah,
I
I can't
respect.
downplay. That's my granddad.
Right.
Get me?
What, your
Prince of reggae.
granddad?
My
Bro,
granddad.
guy type, like, obviously, I loved my granddad and that.
Of course.
Of course.
I tried this song, granddad.
Yeah, I can't
Come
diss
on,
my
man.
grandpa. Beres Hammond, you know. When I heard that, obviously, one thing I'll rate, yeah, that obviously it's not a thing that you've like tried to live off or what.
Nah, definitely. That's why I don't really talk about.
Talk
I'll
about
keep
it. But we're gonna do it
close.
today, and you don't have to do it ever again. Yeah,
No,
if
of
you don't
course.
want to. But like, when did you know? Like what your grandpops actually meant to people? Like when did you? Because it would just be normal. Obviously, maybe you may not have been seeing him, but
Yeah,
like,
like, you got
was there a
pictures.
time that you realised? Hold on, one second. My granddad is Beres Hammond.
Nah, not Beres Hammond. Dennis Brown.
Dennis Brown, sorry. Dennis
Man,
Brown.
they're
sorry.
mixing up the names of that. Shut it off, man. This is another. Are you sure you're gassed to my granddad or is it another man? Go on. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Nah,
No,
no, Beres
sorry.
Hammond. He's a
Same,
family
same.
friend
Yeah,
though.
no,
they're,
Dennis.
they're family friends. Beres Hammond, Sanchez.
Of course.
Gregory
That's-
Isaac, they're all
of that.
family friends.
But Dennis Brown.
Nah, Dennis Brown.
Right.
Yeah, I knew from young because I don't know. We could always every Sunday you always hearing reggae music playing.
Yeah.
And then certain time you would know them DVDs, you'd have like the videos or the DVDs would go on.
Yeah.
The old school DVDs, and obviously I'll just see him on stage. Everyone would be like, that's your granddad. Obviously I was too young to
Yeah, you
understand.
understand, yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
seeing thousands of people stand in front of my man.
You know,
So,
there's
yeah,
a
man,
song
from
one time
years ago.
I heard my mum playing this tune, yeah, and
What country are you from?
I'm Jamaican.
You Jamaican? What part are you
yeah.
from?
My dad is from Boscobel, which is right near St Mary's,
Okay.
and my other side is St Anne's. One second, someone. So like, I heard this song, yeah, and you know, like obviously, there's certain things like certain songs you might hear or whatnot, but it's like past your era, so you wouldn't understand what it really meant or anything. But if it's a vibes, it's just a vibes. Though. Do you get what I'm saying? And I remember hearing this tune one time. I was like, "Mum, who's that? Who's that?" She was like, "Oh, Dennis Brown." And I swear, I downloaded the tune and I could not stop listening to it. Yeah, and it's a
Swear
tune
down.
called "Someone Special."
How old was you?
And the tune
You're killing me.
Christ,
Hey,
you know
you're
what?
killing me.
I wanted to
You're killing me,
relate.
my
When I
brother.
heard that, I wanted
You're
a girl.
killing me, you're
I wanted a
killing
girl
me.
in it. I wanted
You
a
saying
girl.
that
I
one wanted
slowed-
you to... Do you know what? I heard his music. It's a love music. He makes love songs. That's
Bear-
what his thing was.
A whole bag of that, and that's
Love
why.
songs.
That's what
I think Bare Babies were made to his music. You know?
I'm telling
You
what?
probably were made to his
I was
music.
probably all made to
You know what
that
I'm
tune.
saying? So mad.
You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, and so I guess that's part of your DNA, in it.
Now look at my nose, man. That's why I get my nose and that. Yeah, right. Granddad, man.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
blessing, man.
But yeah. Listen, that is a big. It's
But
a
that's
big
my
blessing,
thing,
son.
though. I don't ever want to like live off his name.
Right.
You get me? I always carry on his legacy, but I don't want to just be known as that's
Right.
Dennis Brown's grandson.
Of course.
So I am happy that now I can talk about it, but people knew me as like Ty Logan.
And that's better. Do you
That's
get what I'm
better,
saying?
yeah.
It's like it's a nice surprise to know that, you know. And to be fair, there'll probably be a lot of people who may not know
Yeah,
who
of
Dennis
course.
Brown is, because obviously he comes from a certain
Whole
time, a certain
different-
era or whatever, and means a lot to a complete different generation of people. But it's obviously nice to know that that's, you know, the lineage that you come from, and that there's arts in your family from before, regardless of
And
you know.
his dad, Arthur Brown, he was an actor as well.
Right.
So I think it does run in the family, man. That's good.
right.
But more time, I think he would relate to like people's parents.
Yeah,
anyone
definitely.
watching it, their parents will know.
Yeah,
Their
definitely.
parents will know.
So anyway, the Instagram stuff, yeah. So like, you've got this ambition, yeah, to want to be an actor in that.
Yeah.
Arnold's taking you around. You're probably going around certain places or whatnot. Who else was you watching? Like who other than just him? Who else was you looking
I was
at?
watching Jazzy.
Yeah.
I was watching T-Boy.
Right.
I was watching Shadrach. Not too much of them, but I knew who they was.
Yeah.
I was watching a lot of the old school. Even Hamza.
All right.
I used to watch a bit of Hamza as well. Everyone really.
Sick.
I was young, but I was still watching the
Watching.
olders.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because
because he rolled with man too much. Yeah, it's like he's not a news. I keep forgetting. I know he's young,
But
it's
he's-
he's
tapped
an old,
in.
Yeah, like he
He's
knows
tapped in.
all the old school stuff. If that makes sense. Like everything that we would know, if you ask him, he's aware of it. It's as if he's your age. If that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Because
the
I
good-
was young, I was chilling with the elders and that. When I was like 11, 12, that's when I was trying to roll with the
yeah,
big
try
man.
with
So
the
I
big.
thought
Yeah.
I was the big man.
But I think as well though, yeah, it's not necessary, but I think it's good when you're trying to get into a line of work, yeah, that you kind of see like what not what only was just happening before you, but like some of the formulas that people were trying to do, like, or create or whatever. So you could maybe look and see and just be inspired from it and say, you know what, I might take a little bit of that formula and bring it over here and you know, give it a new sort of style to it or whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying?
100%. You see Chris Tucker, he's someone that made me like first say, yeah man, like if I could do something like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
then
onto something
what
good.
like what's like brought the Instagram thing? If you're now not like that wasn't your thing, and I know you're joking about like the Facebook thing or whatever, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like at what point though is it like, okay, cool, I'm gonna start this and I'm actually just gonna try to see if I can make something out of it? Or was that not really your thought? Did you just
Nah, to be honest with you, I didn't even want to make Instagram. As I said, I didn't want to make Instagram nothing. But then, as I said, everyone that I was chatting to, they were saying, how come you haven't got Instagram?
Right.
So I thought, you know what? Let me make it Instagram. I made the Instagram. And then everyone was like, bruv, you should start doing videos. Because I used to just snap and do little rants. And like, remember when I left my job, one time I done a rant where I left my job. I said, guys, I quit. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Everyone loved that.
Yeah.
I left my job and
what? Wait, why did you leave?
because I wanted to focus on like my acting thing. You get me? I said, bun it, man's doing 9 to 5, yeah? I'm not coming in again.
What did you save though? Like what? Did you just leave?
I just left, man. I can't lie to you. I probably had like $1,000. at the
Serious?
time. Yeah, $1,000 to my name. Risked it all. I said, yeah, I'm gone. I'll survive.
Hey, tell him why you made Ty Logan the name though.
What's I don't?
Yeah, so that your real name. Like, this guy's it's this dumb story. The one you told me, you said you made it. You didn't want people to know your real name or something. Dumb.
Oh, yeah, of course. I made Ty Logan because I didn't want people to know my real name. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Serious?
I didn't want people to. And I thought, like, you see, Ty Logan, it's one of them names where it's like, you got a bit of hood and you got a bit of professional. You got a bit of mixture in there. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You got Ty. Who's Ty? What? Who's Logan?
Yeah, I
I'm
hear
trying to
that.
say
Yeah, I
it.
hear that.
So that's
The Ty's the Gallus thing. as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what's
I
your
heard
name?
you-
What's your name? Ty.
You has to roll off your tongue.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to say.
Like, I had a gal name in that as well when I was young. I used to give off a mate.
You say you had a gal name.
No, so like I used to, if like you know, like the sweet boy name when
Yeah.
I was young and that.
Go on.
If they asked you, like,
Yeah.
what was your name and that, just hit them with the. You get me?
What was it?
What was it?
It was Latuan. You get me? What?
Swan.
Listen, let me tell
Hey,
you
listen,
something.
I know
Them
that
young
one
gal
used
were
to
getting
work, though.
damping it.
Definitely-
What? Brother,
Mad.
you see when I would like, when I was first learning how to just chat
You
to
got
a
the
gal and
curly
that.
hairs.
No, I
Oh.
had
Cables
plaits.
as
Yeah,
well,
I
the
came-
Oh, you had the
plaits.
plaits.
Yeah, yeah. Them times there, yeah. Young, learning how to talk to girls and that. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And more so, I was learning because like the first girl that I was with, she left me. Yeah, so then like, true, I was like mash up now, and I was thinking, right, I just need to find a way to get over this thing, whatever. So now I'm like trying to just talk to a bunch of girls to get over this because that's what I thought I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
to
But that's
get-
not, that doesn't
work it
work,
out.
bro. That don't work. But anyway, had this name in it. So when I'm like, you know, go and chat to a girl and that, and then I tell her my name, I'll be honest with you, bro. Some of them damp in a panty when I'm telling them that this is my name.
Swan.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
you used to say it with that accent and that voice
Yeah.
as well.
And a smile.
Yeah. Nah, that is too jokes.
Some of the
man.
things that we would do, man. Some of the things that like, but yeah, I'd never co-sign like selling dreams to a girl or anything.
Yeah,
like that,
never,
man.
never. And I feel like you can't win sometimes, man.
Why'd
In
you
that
say that?
situation, because some girls will say they just want you to be straight up.
Facts.
Yeah, don't do any of this bullshit and just get straight up. You'll be straight up, and then they don't want to hear it anymore. You've messed it up. They're not interested.
But
because
that's
you're
alright.
straight up.
Do you
But
know
it is
why?
alright. It is
Do you know why it's alright, bro?
Because you was real.
right, and you put the ball in their court.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like I've
100%.
given you the ball. Whatever now you decide to do with it is completely up to you. And in that way, there's less noise. It doesn't always stop the noise, but there's less noise because it's like you knew that my situation. You knew that I wasn't trying to be in a
But
relationship.
then watch this one. This is something that I've been battling as well. Yeah, it's like if you're straight up, you're real, but to someone else, you're trash. Because you just want to get straight to the point. You don't want to go on dates. You don't want to do all of that. You just want to get straight to the point. You're trash. But you're just being real. So you trash, you real. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
'Cause there is a fine line.
yeah, but maybe don't you think? Yeah, when some people say that you're trash, that's their version of trash.
Yes.
Do you get me?
100%.
Like
100%.
someone else will turn around and say, "Yo, I fuck with that. This is
love that,
I
yeah.
love this." Do you get what I'm saying?
It's
It might
everyone's
not fit. It
preference.
might not work with you, but that's your like. I know that I'm keeping it 100. We don't always keep it 100. 100. Do you keep it?
I'm saying at least 96.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
hear that.
at least 96, man.
I hear that.
Like I'll never, like as you said, I never sell dreams. I never tell I love you or I see a great future. I want to build. No, I never do any of that if I don't mean it.
Yeah,
You get me? But I feel like rising when even for yourself, see rising to like fame or building a name. Do you think it's harder to like find a real woman you could settle down with?
Let me ask you that first. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's hard, man. It is hard.
Why do you say
And
that?
at first I thought it was hard, but then my friends told me I wasn't trying enough. I wasn't trying hard enough.
Do you have
what I
trust
mean.
issues?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Sometimes like the
But
trust.
I think sometimes because you don't even trust yourself. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You have to be real to yourself. But yeah,
You know,
trust issues.
I think yeah. Sometimes the reason why like the trust thing is such a big thing. Well, trust should be big anyway.
Yeah.
But the reason why a lot of people have trust issues, especially as like guys, and being a young guy, is because you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing. But I think it's because of experiences as well. Now I've experienced times where the girl's being disloyal to her boyfriend, or I've done something and
Right.
found out after she's got a boyfriend.
Man, yeah.
I remember one time, I've
Tell
said
me.
this. Listen, I've gone Birmingham.
Right.
You get me? I'm with the footballers, having a good time. You know, and it's expensive
Champagne.
as well. Champagne,
Right.
expensive.
Yeah, lit.
But I'm trying to keep up. So I've gone for the quiet. Listen, Birmingham 101. No, night
Yeah, I know
nightclub
that
101. So we've gone up there now, tables. I thought, you know what, tonight, let me go for the quiet girl. I'm not going to go for the loud girl twerking. Let me go for the quiet one.
Right.
Spoke to the quiet one. Got her back to the room. We're having a good time.
Where was her brethren? What did
Nah,
one of the
I
man
think
them
they were
take
in
one of
other
the-
rooms. They all went back to the hotel. but our friends went in other rooms, like with my friends.
With your friends, so everyone's sort of
split up
patterned
now.
up. Yeah. Oh, let's be honest. Let's be clear. Ain't it nice when everyone patterns?
It's lovely.
You know when like it's normally at the club, whatever. You got yours, your Don's got his, your other Don's got.
There's always one though. What's going on?
What were you on, brother?
Brother, you done this last time as well, man. There's always one bridging. But bam, I've got into the room.
I'm telling you.
Literally, innit? And he's got the best drip as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Still didn't get nothing. But I'm at the hotel room now. Had our time, had our session. Good little session. All of a sudden Strong. All of a sudden now, my girl started like moving a bit uncomfortable.
Well, after the Mac?
After the Mac. But 2 seconds ago she was enjoying. But as soon as it's done now, she's come back to reality. It's like
2 seconds.
Huh?
Yeah, was it a quick? Was it the quick
Nah,
whack?
let's be realistic.
Was
If
it
you're
a quick
sitting at
whack?
home, don't gas it.
Nah,
It was
I've
a
had quick
strong.
whaps. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
I've had quick whaps.
Quick one. I'm gonna be real. This one was no longer than 7 minutes.
Wow, yeah.
7
She's
strong minutes.
She's pissed. What? Wait.
7 minutes.
Does that include?
That's a long time in the bedroom. Don't. It's a long time.
Was there neck involved in this?
Nah, nothing. Straight in.
Wow.
Nah, no.
7 minutes.
Living kisser.
Oh,
I promise you, it was embarrassing, man. It was upsetting.
I do respect
but this
that,
is the past tense. I don't live my life like this anymore.
And I wouldn't condone that.
It was all new to
Yeah,
me. Do you know what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
that
It was all new. So, bam, she started getting out of breath now. I'm thinking, what's wrong? She's saying, I got a boyfriend. I said, I went for the quiet one. You get me? I thought you was a good girl.
Yeah.
It turns out she's worse than the other ones.
Yeah.
So that showed me as well.
It scars
Can't
you.
trust them.
Them
Man.
type
It
of things
scars you. Them experiences there scar you, man.
I got one. Years ago, yeah. I remember, like this girl. I was DJing a lot, and so I've like knew this girl from a long time. Yeah. Brought her back to my house.
DJs, they're even gonna cut you. But before you even carry on, DJs, tell me, confirm it. They get the most gal, innit?
The most
In the party scene, they have to. Either the promoter or the DJ.
I don't think I don't think like every DJ has it in the bag like that.
Nah.
But I think that like there are certain DJs that had it in the bag like that. But I'll be like some of that. I used to travel a lot with artists and stuff. So when you travel with artists as well too, it does make things sometimes a lot more easier because if I'm being honest, there are times where what happens. Yeah, but it's more like what I found used to happen a lot is some of them used to come around or whatever, and they would look because they want the artist bad. Then the artist would usually pick his one, and then the girls would kind of know, he's tied up.
Yes.
So then they're
That's
like,
what
yeah, he's the man who he was on stage as well.
Yeah.
It's fickle, but that's just how it goes.
That's how
sometimes.
they think. Yeah, it's true. I've seen it.
So anyway, now boom, me and hers was talking, whatever. I knew her for a long time though. Anyway, she's come back to my house, whatever. Done what we've done, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's then turned around to me and said, yeah, like her boyfriend DJs as well. So I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. She goes, here's the bar though.
What did you already do what you had to do?
Yeah, we done
That's
what
already
we've done,
done.
yeah.
Ah, cool.
But here's the bar now.
See how many minutes he didn't go into time into his thing. It was a quick one. He didn't even carry on there.
No, that wasn't a quick whap though. But I've had plenty of them. I will not sit here and lie.
Nah,
I've had ones where I've left and I've danced in the mirror because I know that you go back and send a report to the brethren.
you know.
Yeah.
Me and you know what went down.
Right.
Don't try lie to them. You know.
No. But then I've had obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Off nights.
Off
Off
nights.
nights.
Yeah. She said to me, you know what though? If this was football, she goes, my boyfriend would be in League 2 and I'm in the Premiership right now.
Jesus Christ.
Swear down.
I'll never forget
She's
that.
twisted.
Because I thought to myself, you bitch.
You saying you felt bad for the boyfriend?
Yeah. Like at first I didn't even know that she had a man.
Yeah, of course.
Then you then told me that you've got a man, and I'm like, right, okay, that's a bit mad, but I've just carried on doing my thing. And then now you hit me with, then you say that, and it's like, hold on, wait one
Such a
second.
disrespect.
What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to jump up and start? Am I supposed to hug you?
Yeah,
Like,
what do we do now?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Carry on.
Nah,
Yeah.
You went back in there again, yeah?
I'm not a rounds done like that. I'm not a rounds done.
You saying one and done?
more time?
One and done.
More time.
Nah,
more
it's
time.
good. I think they like that sometimes as well, you know. Quick
Listen,
one.
speak to girls, yeah. Some girls will tell you they don't necessarily want the 4, 5, 6 and that. You
Yeah,
get me?
man, they don't.
They don't want that.
Don't, man.
But,
I ain't gonna lie, certain man they got the cocktail sausage. You get me? They can go 10 rounds. You get me? They can small. You can't go away even feeling
because
it.
they don't know whether they're getting it.
They
back
don't
again.
know whether they're doing it or not.
But with that being said, though, you're a rounds man, though.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh yeah, you're like
I'm
me.
not. Yeah, I
you're
can't.
Like me. Yeah, talk to the most.
Yeah.
You get me?
On a rarity, on a really,
on a rarity,
on a very, very pleasant, good day. Everything's
This
rosy.
guy's funny. He's
There's
having
no
a
issues in the
pleasant
world.
day.
Everything's great, and then you go 2 rounds and this.
and more time. That's
Best day
in the
in the world.
morning now. So I've had
No.
8 hours rest.
The morning ones. Them ones there can
I can't
catch
do
you off
morning.
guard though.
Why go on?
Because you're not ready. Quick. You
Yeah.
get me? See me in morning.
I can't.
Long.
How has since you built your Instagram and stuff like that though, yeah? How has things changed for you in terms of like popularity and that though? Like, you know, how does it feel now to have an Instagram where a lot of people know you to be funny and they probably expect that every time that they see you that you're always going to be this type or this way?
Nah, definitely, man. I feel like it definitely comes with a pressure. It definitely comes with a pressure. Like I was talking the other day, sometimes you're not in the mood to like be funny or always be in that, do you know what I'm trying to say, in that energy, but obviously it's your job. You do have days where you can't, like, especially after the lockdown, the first lockdown, that was more of a struggle, like coming up with content.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna bring that up.
Coming up with funny content, because I feel like everyone was in like a stressed out way. No one's really happy. Everyone's kind of down. So I just felt like
Was you down?
coming on? I was down as well. I was down as well. I was down as well. Remember I told you my year 2020. I'm thinking, yo, this is the big year. And then I'm getting told you can't really be on set, or you got meetings are getting postponed, things are getting cancelled. So yeah, it was hard, man. It's hard to like keep happy. You've got a lot of bad things happening, and that's without all the personal stuff, like your friends and your family, or any other stuff you got going on. So yeah, man, it is hard, like having a fan base and that, but they keep you strong. If your supporters like keep you strong, and you just have to keep going, man.
Yeah, you use that as motivation sometimes,
Motivation,
innit? It's that's the next thing. I always find how people pull their pieces of motivations in times like this, because I think when you're creating, whether you're like whether you're a music artist, whether you're a comedian, an actor, you're a writer, you could even be a painter. Yeah, a lot of our experiences that go into these things comes from us being outside or being on holidays, or experiencing certain things. But once you're in a predicament now where like you can't really go on holiday really, or you're not traveling so much, you're not going to Birmingham regular, you're not going to Manchester, you're not going to clubs, you're not maybe even socializing with people as much, then now you have to really dig deep in trying to find something funny to make people laugh with. You get me?
It's true, especially when you're someone that like talks from experience. If there's no new experiences happening, it's kind of hard to talk about stuff because nothing's really going on, or you just end up making up stuff, or you have to just think about something that happened in the past.
Bare things.
Bare that, and then just bringing it to reality. But talking about popularity, touching on popularity, I'm very appreciative that I've got a crowd of people that are like interested in seeing me, support me, interested in seeing me, or find me funny, anything. Because only a few years ago it wasn't that at all. But don't get me wrong, I was popular. Like I've always been kind of popular, I'd say. Without social media, I know a lot of people.
A lot of people know you.
Not a lot of people know me. I'd like to say I'm popular. Like people would always like phone me or want to go out partying, or always want to go and always want to do something, always getting invited to stuff. So I would say I was already popular, but this level of popularity is a whole different level. Where I go Birmingham, Liverpool, or getting messages from Australia.
It's mad, isn't it?
That's a whole different kind of popularity. So I'm
still who was I saying this to the other day? I was saying like it's actually mad sick, knowing that like Australia in particular, like there's a lot of people from Australia that are so into like what happens over here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they're so into the music, so into the into podcasters, into comedians and stuff like that, And do you know how far that place is, bro?
Far.
Brother, Australia is far.
How
you
many
know.
hours? I swear it's over 15-hour flight.
It's like 24 hours, bro.
Yeah. All travel
24
time's like 26
hours.
hours.
Yeah, it's like 26.
That's
On
On a
mad.
plane that is going however many miles an hour.
But that's a long time.
500 miles an hour. Brother, it's
Stuck,
insane.
24 hours, you know. Stuck, can't move.
Yeah. So then like, let's say, 2020, that did happen, yeah? And like, even just going forward now, how do you take what you've got and turn it into even more, like even a bigger part of a business? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what?
I feel like just doing everything bigger. Everything that I've done now, but I feel like doing everything bigger. So like now I've started my YouTube channel. I'm gonna make that bigger. So that'll create another avenue. So you've got the Instagram, the content on the Instagram. They can go look at that, and then I'll have content they could go see on YouTube.
Right.
And then when I get more film roles, which I've got in the process now, they're gonna see me on TV. So what the end goal is really is that they're just gonna be seeing me on all angles.
Yeah.
They're gonna be one day they might be on their phone scrolling on Instagram. Bro, there's Ty Logan.
Yeah.
Then they might go on YouTube. Bro, there's Ty Logan.
Yeah.
Then it's like, cool, let me go watch some TV. Let me watch a film. Bam. Seeing Ty Logan.
Right. Do you have
No,
do you have an
I'm saying-
agent?
Nah, everything we've been doing is just me and on.
Sick.
Literally.
So how do the film roles and stuff like that come?
Do you know what? I think people just tend to see me online and then they just get in touch with my team. And literally, because a lot of the content I do is like 60 seconds, I might do a skit. So they're thinking, right, this guy is good, but can he be in the film?
How good is he?
How
Yeah.
good is he? So they might just shout my team to see if I could do a quick read through.
Right.
Yeah,
What does a
something
read
like
through
that.
look like? What does that
It's
look
like
like?
you could say it's like a self-tape, for example.
So
So you
it's-
have to read something
Yeah.
and basically film a video of you doing it.
How long do they usually give you to do that?
I don't know, man. It could be, sometimes you get, in the acting mode, you could have a day.
Right.
It could be a couple hours. You got to learn these lines and have the video. You can
How
a
have you
week.
found that learning line stuff?
Do you know what? I've got much better. Before, I used to be bad. But before, now I'm good, sorry.
Have you
No,
got a
I'm good.
technique?
Yeah. I just read the whole thing through now. Before I used to try, if you ever learn the script, never try learn line by line.
Right.
Just read the whole thing.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
learn the
do.
whole thing.
So
That's
like
the best
recently
way.
I've been like working with brands and stuff, yeah.
Mm.
And they've been giving me scripts to read, yeah.
Yeah.
And like but they've also been saying, oh, like just do it like how you would do it yourself. These are just the key things or
Yeah.
whatnot. But I'm like, you know what? It's a challenge to myself, like learning the lines, because I
Word
don't
for
come
word.
from. I'm not trying to do acting or anything like that. But I'm on camera and I'm
Course,
starting
course.
to do other bits and pieces and stuff.
No,
yeah.
100%.
And I'm like, like how do people do it? And I've been doing it actually. Like I've been literally
Yeah.
sitting down,
'Cause
like
you see how you would learn-
reading through, and then it's like you start getting that muscle memory where
Yeah.
like when you're saying it, for me anyway, it's like my brain is already, it knows the next part already.
It's like learning the song. How many songs do you know off by heart? Because you keep singing it. It's the exact same with a script. If you keep talking it over, it will stay embedded in your head.
That's what I was doing as well to learn, like to strengthen my memory.
Yeah.
I'd like learn bars. So I'd like go
Yeah.
on,
That's
like
a
I'd
good
hear a
technique.
tune that I don't know. Like I don't know it like that.
Yeah.
And like there's a tune called Own Pace, yeah, by A2, yeah. And I'd heard the song one time and I liked it, innit? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to learn the bars mad quick. So
Yeah.
I was reading it, I read it a few times, read it a few times, and I literally just be driving in my car and then I'll just be saying the bars like I'm rapping it or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I feel like,
What did it work?
yeah, well for me I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just about trying to sharpen the muscle memory, because that's got to be difficult,
It's
right?
hard, man. Especially like you see people that are getting big film roles. You got to learn like the whole film. And how you gonna learn that? That's mad. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just like a few sentences. You got to learn big scenes in your brain. But I take my hat off to the theatre actors. They're the real ones. I'm telling you. There's no cut. Oh, let's go. Take two.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
back,
no, you can't
mate.
do that.
There's none of that. You can't get nothing wrong.
Are you
So-
going for that?
I'm not really going for that, but I would not turn down the opportunity. I love theatre. I'll do that. It would make me better. Anything to make me better, I'll do. I'll never turn I'll turn down the theatre role. That'll make me better. Like, the theatre actors are better than the camera actors.
Yeah, definitely.
You,
Well,
like,
I
you see
say
the
so.
big actors, like you see like Denzel Washington,
Yeah,
Will Smith. They done a lot. Idris Elba. They done a lot of theatre work.
yeah.
And look at them today.
That's what 2 hours of going through it, yeah, and like those are lines that you gotta learn, and you have to live that, and you cannot. You're right. There's no.
Remember, imagine you got like a big audience just looking at you.
Yeah, I know.
One mistake
will just throw you all the way off now because you're nervous now.
But that brings me even to talking about stand-up comedy.
Right, go.
I've considered that.
Really? Yeah.
Considered it. I tried it once in college.
Did
when I was
you?
18. I tried it, but the scary thing is, it went good. Everyone was laughing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I'm like, yo, if that went wrong, I would have rather have went wrong. If it went wrong, I'd say, you know what, it's not for me. I'll leave it alone. But because it went good, it's like,
Nah.
What do?
Use that as motivation, but also understand that like there's gonna be a day where it just doesn't go right. But you can't use that to deter you from not doing it again. Do you get me?
True.
So how did you prepare for that? Did you write jokes down?
Yeah,
did you
I
go there
wrote-
just freestyle a thing?
Nah, I wrote down like a
set.
I wrote a set, but I didn't script it. I just knew roughly what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
And then I'll just freestyle it, just like I do now. I don't script anything. I just like know what I'm going to talk about and then just do it. So that's the exact same thing I done with the stand-up. And obviously I was doing it in college, so we had some rehearsals. So I'd practice doing it with the class. And obviously the class, they would laugh or whatever. But then obviously the showcase with the family had to come in. Parents coming in. That's why I had to perform it. But nah, luckily it went good, man.
Comedians have
Pressure.
that's pressure.
What's worse, theatre work or stand-up comedy? Because they're both on stage.
Stand-up comedy because you're on your own.
You're on your own, and you have to make them laugh. Your job is to make them laugh.
With theatre, I think even when you mess up your lines, I think that who you're working with probably helps you out. So say like, for example, you were supposed to say something about the guitar and you missed it.
Oh, follow! They, thou, she, they.
Yes.
And they'll be like, nah, man, you was meant to say he.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man can whisper something to you quick.
But they could
Help you
also
out.
though, if you were supposed to mention something and you forgot it, then they might just mention it. So like, if say like the guitar, you're supposed to mention the guitar in this part and you don't say it, they'll say, and so, but you know, I got the guitar like you wanted me to get it. Yes. And then you're like, oh shit, yeah, I was supposed to say, and then you just jump back in. But as a comedian, yeah, it's mad. And I've seen some people really bum, bro. I've seen like,
What do you do? I asked one of my comedian friends the other day, what would you do?
what did he say?
She said she'd get off stage and punch him in the head.
Oh shit.
Imagine that.
Oh
Just
shit.
you know who that was. If you know, you know. Yeah, she's mad. But yeah, she said she'll punch the audience in the head.
I just got like, you know what? I say that, but one time I saw someone come out, yeah, and it was techie. It was very techie, but he then clawed it back.
You brought it back.
Yeah, he brought it back.
I rate anyone that can bring it back, because normally when you do it, you can't bring it
You're
back.
done. And you might say a certain joke, yeah, that might make me feel like I can't fuck with you. And so now there's nothing you can say.
Yeah,
bro.
even if it is funny,
Yeah,
in
no,
your
no,
mind you're like, nah, it's not funny.
Yeah,
even if
your
it is.
fuckery.
Yeah.
I don't really like your mindset.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Have you ever felt like? Have you ever had the pressure from people where you've done a joke, yeah, that people might have misunderstood or felt like you might have crossed the line a little piece?